Hello, folks. It's May the 2nd, 2022, and today we're going to read day 58 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. It is accepted and understood by many of who we are, and yet it appears that there are those among you who are of great ignorance in the matters that are essential in the well-being of your planet. It shall be of much concern to us regarding the placement of ourselves within your vibration, for we wish to encounter as little shock value as we are able. Understand also that for those who are of the understanding of our arrivals, even to those who are prepared, there shall be much disturbance within their current vibration during the days of our drawing close. This is unavoidable. But the disturbance within each one's frequency shall be coupled with an air of excitement that one will find almost uncontainable. During such visits, it will be required of you to resonate with the frequency in which we have chosen to enter into your atmosphere. This can be done merely by thought and attuning to the knowing within the self. We wonder how greatly we shall affect souls. We know that so many of your kind are totally unprepared for these visitations. It shall be for a time as if the, and in quotes, end of the world is nigh. There will be much panic within the souls of many. There will be much hope and upliftment within many others. And these are the ones that shall lead those in turmoil to an acceptance of what is taking place. We have looked at all other ways to make these encounters as smooth as possible. Yet we find that it is now that the only way ahead is to appear to you en masse in order for the ideal outcome to occur. Side note. This book was written in 2005, starting in December, and continued into 2006. And for each human that's here on the planet, there is free will. This is a planet of free will, and that involves choices one way or the other. And the plan, the divine plan as it's playing out, includes each human's choices and adjusts. And the divine plan continues. The choices that we make in each moment, in each time portal moment that happens, the choices that we make determine what happens next. Even though those free will choices are there and happening and have been happening since 2005, 2006, the divine plan of us all coming into the realization that we are divine experiencing itself and that we are not alone in the universe continues. That's coming. It's happening now, which is why the pot stirrers are stirring the pot a little faster, because their control is slipping away quickly. So whether the other crew, whether it happens en masse, that all of a sudden we see ships in the sky and we realize that our neighbors walking amongst us have other lineages besides just human. Whether it's going to happen en masse, I don't know. But I know that dream state, when we're in our dream state and when I do my hypnosis and my meditations myself, there's other entities coming in. There's other energies with me and available, and that continues on through the day, which is really cool. And other people are reporting the same kinds of things happening to them. So choices, free will is not being interfered with in this regard, but the divine plan is on track. Okay, back to day 58. You have remained in a capsule of ignorance for too long, and the counsels of our plight are in agreement that the way that has been chosen shall be the most effective. We are determined to accomplish our mission against all odds. You would be surprised to discover how much interference needs to be dealt with. We are speaking from those on your planet who refuse to cooperate and whose intent is to hide us away. In a sense, in your language, we would say that they are fools, for they have no idea of who or what they are dealing with. We have access to instruments that could literally freeze them in time until we would feel it safe to set them free. We have systems within our ships that are capable of evaporating matter in the blink of an eye, or in a blink of an eye. We do not wish revenge on those who have deceived us, but we can no longer comply with their power-seeking control over events, some of which you would find hard to accept. We have given to them chance and opportunity to redeem their ways, but they refuse to deter from their ultimate goal of world power and control. As our arrivals become more apparent in different countries of your planet, there will be denial of our intent. All that has been covered up shall have no choice but to be exposed, and the truth behind what you are told is truth shall be revealed in the plain light of day. Much injustice has been served to many of our kind by those of your kind. We are able to appreciate that the vibration in which you reside upon varies greatly from ours, and because of that, we take into account certain factors that might allow for and give leeway. But there are matters that we simply cannot and will not or will no longer accept, and the time for intervention is drawing closer than you think. Please know that those who have betrayed us within your planet are puppets, whose strings are pulled and manipulated by forces that are denying their truth. Those that have succumbed to the desires of these manipulators shall only have themselves to answer to. We have no desires or plans for reprimand. That is not our way. They shall find that the space they find themselves in when the takeover has come upon your planet shall be penance enough. Also, another quick side note. The takeover they're referring to is not for them. It's from us. When we see what's been going on and decide that that's enough. We're not going to be hoodwinked, manipulated any longer. We know who we are and we know what we're capable of, which is no less than the divine. So that's the takeover they're referring to. There's not ships coming down to take over the planet and any kind of like Mars invasion. No. And they continue on. Okay, there's something else. Just a minute. Okay. If there's something else you want me to let me know later. I'm going to continue on with day 58. Sorry about that. We are not beings that can feel hate towards another. We send light to these on your planet whose intent is to rule the world. We ask for understanding and awakening to come into their hearts. Sad to say, many have reached such an intense manner of greed and avarice that even the most concentrated of light energy is unable at this time to penetrate through. We have done well this day in our communications. The link is strengthening, and we are able to remain within your energy for longer periods of your time frame. We eagerly await our correspondence with you in the following of your days. And Blossom says, yep, it's getting easier to pick you up. In love and thanks. That's day 58 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. Blossom's work is available on her website, blossomgoodchild.com, and all her channelings are available on YouTube. My website, if you want more information on what I do when I'm not reading Blossom's work, is newearthhealing.io. And the other bit that was coming through as I was reading that was a reminder that we received from Dolores Cannon, the lady whose training I studied. And it was that those who have manipulated the planet, those who have been wanting to keep us under control so that we would be basically servants to them, when that information comes out, the highest way to deal with that when you get there, after you've dealt with, any shock that's happening, the highest way, or the way to keep your frequency high, so that you don't feed into the darker, lower energies, is to send anybody that you hear of that's done anything negative or lower energy, send them love. Send love to everybody. They too came here choosing to do what they did for the benefit of raising the planet's vibration. That sounds a little odd. Probably. It's taken the level of darkness for us to rebound back and see ourselves for who we are and what we are. That's what it took. And now it's time to return to the glory and magnificence of the divine working through us, the Christed consciousness working through us. So when the news starts to come out about all the skullduggery and nastiness that's been going on, offer love and light if you can, when you can. And that will transmute it. That will send the energy what it needs to benefit the whole. That's hard to do sometimes. But if you can come back to that, it's pretty cool. And that's what Dolores was talking about. Dolores Cannon was talking about when she said, forgive them all. Send them all love. And at the time when I heard that, I couldn't imagine it. But our awareness opens in gradients, in tiny little bits as we're ready for it, because we each have different lessons to learn while we're here. And you're given exactly what you need. You're drawn to exactly the kind of information and the people that you need for your soul growth. Trust the process. Okay, that was day 58. Sorry about dragging on with the other stuff, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Yeah. Onward. Take care, folks.